What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode, we are going to be looking at XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, VONG, which is the Russell 1000, and the S&P 500. Now, we last left off on Monday discussing the fact that a mega pump is kind of incoming here, and I still believe firmly that that is what we are preparing for. Now, a lot of you guys, I was reading a lot of the comments that you guys had left on that video, were referencing the fact that no, it's not going to happen. This is the bear market. We've been in a bear market, and we're only going to continue the bear market right now. And it's a good point. You have a lot. I can understand the validation or the reason why you would think that here. And that is still true. If we're not already in a bear market is right around the corner. We are by no means in a bull market anymore. Let's get that straight. Let's get one thing straight here. Now, where things do get a bit interesting though, is we still look bullish. We still have the potential for one final send-off into the bear market, which is a bullish run. And you guys can't disagree there. You have here's XRP pulled up on the daily charts, and then we'll talk about this more in depth after the intro, but you can see previously we fall to green support and we rally. You would have been saying, oh, this is the bear market. Then you have this. We rally up in January, and after March, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, half the year, boom, rally to the upside. Well, since July, we've had, August, September, October, now into November, and now into December. We could see that same last thing, boom. What's stopping that from happening? Looking at this chart here, seeing what is essentially it's a much larger head and shoulders, if anything, if a head and shoulders at all. The shoulder is massive. We look like there's one last possible pop, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. But with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, hopefully you guys had an awesome Black Friday. Hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys had an awesome Cyber Monday. Consumerism. Well, the only thing I'll be buying is stocks and cryptocurrency this time around. Hopefully you guys are doing the same thing. But looking at the current CMC, 22 on the fear and greed index. We've been in this fear category, actually not that long. We've been in the extreme fear category for a little bit here, but you can see major sell-off, major correction here. Last time we were this low was back in, January, February, March, April of 2025. Boom, rally to the upside. That was like halving-ish. That was the halving situation, run to the upside. So I still believe that there is a very good chance we have one last possible pump. We haven't confirmed bear market officially just yet, although we're hanging on by a thread. And regardless, there's going to be huge profits for those that are patient right now here. But you can see across the board, cryptos are not really doing too hot today, practically consolidating except for Bitcoin Cash, but everything else is pretty much just flatlined out. We had a huge correction yesterday, consolidation, and we're back up pretty much where we were just like a day or two ago. So there's really nothing crazy going on right now. But if we look at the markets here, like I've been saying with XRP, I'd say you're a fool for thinking otherwise, that there's not a small chance of possible reversal here. Because you guys, there's plenty of people that were saying this was a bear market, that this is it, this is over. And then boom, we had an explosion here. The same thing is happening right now. We're undervalued. We're below moving average. We're going to come back up to it and literally retest moving average with the price ceiling at the same exact time. And I would think it would cause a reversal. I don't see why not, really. I really do expect to see this reversal to take place here, just like we had happen right over here. We consolidated back up right here, boom. So if history repeats itself, that's what I would expect. And we haven't broken it just yet. I really think what would be the cause for concern is really breaking through this support, actually breaking through the yellow band and closing below it here. That to me would say, okay, guys, bear market's done. Bull market's done. We're crashing. And really, that's this moving average here. If we break through the XRP weekly moving average, it's game over. We are heading down. When we are heading down at a very fast rate. But throw in the fact that we have the moving average on the weekly on our side, then throw in the fact that we're undervalued below daily moving average here, I very much think we're going to head up to here and boom. Why not? That's what it looks like here. So I would expect this to take place. One last shot. And really what that means for you guys is being patient. I mean, we have this, we've been saying, okay, for the impatient, there's another opportunity on the radar here, this much smaller technical indicator, and we could burst through it and head right back up to moving average from $2.17 up to $2.50, or maybe 40 cents, somewhere around that range. That's what I would likely think is going to be next. I think we are going to fill this out, but trading inside this descending bull flag here. This is a bull flag. Like, do I have to pull up what a bull flag is for people? Bull flag crypto. This is a bull flag. This is a bull flag where literally we have an impulsive wave up, corrective wave down, flag pull up. Look, impulsive wave, impulsive wave. Tell me that that is not exactly what is forming right here. Impulsive wave, correction, corrective wave, impulsive wave, a continuation pattern. That is exactly what's happening right now to XRP. Anyone that disagrees, I'm sorry, this is just what I see. So I do think there's lots of potential for this run. Short term, but eventually maybe end of this year into next year, we could see that last possible correction. And that would then carry us into the bear market. I've left on Solana right here what I suspect to see take place. This might be the opportunity to buy in short term. Honestly, we broke through. This is for those risk takers here. I'm not really a big risk taker. This is a more conservative, but we confirmed closure above that resistance. It's possible. Like, let's just play the possibilities here. This is possible. Likely, I don't think so, but it's possible. I more so think it's like this, if anything. I really do. Like how we've had it. So that's how I would think this was. Maybe I can pull it up a hair, but maybe like this. But we are starting to break through it, which in my mind says, okay, if things stay consistent, then we should be on the up and up. I would think then we should be able to do something like this, what I've drawn here. Exactly this. So I've pretty much confirmed it. Here's the impulsive wave up, corrective wave down. We're looking for that impulsive wave up, and we're undervalued. So moving up to moving average wouldn't be a far off probability. Just coming back up to neutral. I'm not saying a bull market. I'm just saying to neutral. So I think we're looking at something like that. We'll see if it takes place, but that's truly what I think where I think we're headed to. Then you look at like XRP here, or we talked about XRP, sorry, but that's where I think we're due. So I think everything is undervalued. XRP too, due to head to the upside here. Anyways, all these trades will be done on BYDFI because it is my favorite cryptocurrency exchange that I like to use here on the channel. I've been using them for half a decade. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses. Everything you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI. This is where we do all these trades. This is where we're going to be doing these trades when we do see this corrective wave up and then the breakout that I think is going to come, unless proven otherwise, and then we'll just short it because when it does happen, it's going to be with such an extreme volume, it'll be very easy to take advantage of. And then you look at like Ethereum here. Again, I expect to see this rally to the upside here. So all these trades are done on BYDFI. They have, buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, trailing stop losses, take profits, spot trading. They have trading bots. They have a demo account. Everything you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI. New users get up to $8,100 in free bonus cryptocurrency. Click the link down below. But moving forward from that, Ethereum, another crypto in a descending fractal, in a beautiful downtrend here. I mean, this is really what I'm focusing on. We can remove the blue band up there, but looking at this, if we can close above here, I easily suspect the moving average retest and then higher. So very soon, maybe if we breach this yellow resistance right here that I drew and we close at maybe 3180, what's stopping us from hitting 37? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would suspect to see take place. Moving forward, Bitcoin in a huge descending fractal. You guys can tell what I'm talking about already, what we're looking for. Breach this, confirm closure above that, head to moving average, and then higher. Simple, easy, obvious. Vong looks good, heading up, heading a bit of turbulence with that price ceiling up there, but I do suspect that we could break through there. S&P is already trading above its uptrend here, so we'll see. These can sit tightly while the rest of the markets, the crypto markets, kind of catch up, but I do think Vong and the S&P look good, but with us retesting here, it's a little bit of a problem zone. It really is. Usually with stuff like this, we might fall and then head up, but as we near towards the end of the year, I don't know how much more oomph we have left, to be honest with you. But that's it for today's video, guys. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.